Brian here from the Disability Digest. I'm going to address one of the biggest challenges that we have here at the Disability Digest in helping people, which is how do you get treatment if you don't have any money because you're out of work and you don't have any insurance. So I'm going to go through 7 different options for you to help you with this. Now, this will apply for those that are going through the approval process for Social Security disability. And even once you're approved for disability, many of you are still waiting for your Medicare eligibility, and you can use these strategies, some of these, to address your treatment. It is critical to maintain treatment going through the approval process because the general rule for disability is you have conditions, they're being treated by a doctor, and you're not able to work. So if you find yourself where you're not getting the treatment, you have to really justify that, which we'll talk about for a bit at the end, going through the process, but it makes it difficult. All right. So the first thing is, if you look at this graphic here with cash and treatment, it's what I'm attempting to exemplify, is with all of your treatment options, all of your doctors, is to negotiate a low cost, no cost option. Just explain, I'm going through the disability process. I'll pay cash if you can, but what can you do to help me out? And find out. And if you don't get a favorable response, you're probably not going to like this suggestion, but try to find other doctors that will work with you. It's really important that you get treated. You can always come back when you get approved and on Medicare. So that's one. Negotiate your price on everything. Don't be afraid to ask, what can you do to help me out? The second option is to find low cost, no cost treatment options in your area. Most areas have several different options, from Catholic charities to clinics to county funding. And the go-to place that will likely know about all of these is the Centers for Independent Living. And if you're not familiar with these are government-funded agencies that provide resources such as treatment, benefit counseling, other types of networking events, or rehabilitation to help you go back to work, transportation. The resources that each one provides are different based on where they're at, but they all have had great results with our members in helping with treatment. So I'm going to give you an example of how to use this. I just clicked on the state of Texas and it opens up a map. And these red dots are all of the different centers for independent living. And if you use this little plus arrow down here and you expand it and then you hover over, you will find the name of each one. That's Reach of Fort Worth, and this is East Texas Independent Living. So that's the name of them and where they're located. So you can say, oh, well, okay, I'm in Fort Worth, so I want East Texas Center for Independent Living. So the contact information for each one of these is down here in alphabetical order. So I'm in the A's, and I'm going to look for the East Texas one down in the E's. East Texas Center for Independent Living, that's in Tyler. I believe that's it. It's right around Fort Worth. So this is the one that you would want, and you have the contact information here. You have a website, and call them up and explain your situation. I'm looking for low cost, no cost treatment options in your area, and find out what they have. So if you want to skip over this or you don't find what you're looking for, there's typically low cost clinics. They should definitely know about these, and then also your local county should have resources that are available for you as well. So that's a tip. If you are in one of the smaller states, I'm going to back up here not Texas, like a Vermont, you need to click on the actual letters to find it, right? Or let's say you're in Delaware, you want to click on the DE. But as you see, these are everywhere. And if you're looking at this and you're looking for another resource like housing or transportation, you can also use the same research strategy to get to them. All right, the next tip I want to go through with you is applying for Medicaid. And Medicaid is also known as welfare, and it would be applicable for somebody that has, as an individual, resources below $1,500. Like if you have a big savings account or retirement account that would push you over that, then this wouldn't be an option. $2,500, $2,500. That's a couple. These are general rules. Different states have different guidelines. But what that would allow you to do is to get Medicaid, a Medicaid number, a Medicaid card, and you can go to Medicaid doctors that are in your area. And it's typically very low to no cost, maybe $3 for office visits. But that would be a great resource to help you stabilize your treatment while you're going through the process, if it applies. If you're in the disability application process, if you have a Social Security representative, attorney or non-attorney, they would be able to put this application in for you. If you're doing this on your own, then go to medicaid.gov. I'll put the links below this video and you can get started there. The next one I have heard that has worked is borrowing money and then paying it back once you get approved. If you're going through the disability approval process and your average check is $1,500 and you know you're going to have about 10 months of back benefits once you get approved, that would be $15,000. Then you know you're going to have some money that will come to you in a lump sum, and you could use that and go to somebody and say, listen, can you help me out? Can you front me some money so I can get treated, so I can get my benefits, and when I get my benefits approved, I'll get you, tightened up. That one has worked for sure. Now, the next point that I want to cover is not so much a treatment option, but what to do if you can't get treated. And if you're not able to get treated, even if you're on Medicaid, your doctor's network is limited. And there may be special conditions that you're not able to get the treatment for. And it might be a situation where, yeah, okay, you have Medicaid and you can get treatment, but that treatment is 75 miles from here. So you need to come up with an explanation of that. And if you're going to a Social Security disability hearing, be prepared to explain why you have a certain condition and that condition is not being treated, and explain that you've made efforts to do it, you know where the doctor is, or these are the things that you've tried to do, but you're just not able to do it. That's the very best that you can do. There'll be an interview below this replay from Aurelis, who went to a Social Security disability hearing and did just that. She explained to the judge her situation, that she was going to a clinic, she couldn't get all of her conditions treated, she just didn't have the finances, resources to do it, and so she explains how that worked for her. One more item I want to cover for you, and this actually would apply for all, is there's the HillBurton free and reduced cost healthcare. This is typically hospital care. If you have a major medical event or something goes on and you need to go in to the ER, you can have your bill reduced or eliminated. It's on a need-based situation. And so this link will be in the pay below the video as well. Now, even if you're approved and you're on Medicare and you have a situation where you have a major medical event and your Medicare Advantage plan has a $6,700 annual max and you've maxed that out, I would still research this and check it out so you don't have to pay that max out of pocket, right? So I in hopes that these 7 different tips provide you with some value. If you're listening out there and you have something that you can contribute, like, hey man, I did this and it worked for me, we'd love to hear it. Just add it in the comments below. And of course, as always, we appreciate your time and attention. And to help us produce more, reach more people, give you better education, it would be beneficial if you would like the video, give it a share, and click the bell. That would definitely help us out. And stay tuned for more. Make it a great day. This has been Brian Terrian.